Hello, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night to everybody who is in the chat. You all are pretty early. That's how I like it. Yes, that's how I like it. So glad I was able to come on in time tonight, guys. Let's make sure. Okay, an error occurred. Wait a moment and try again. Um, it's okay. We ain't gonna stress about it. We're not going to be too worried about it. Welcome into the live, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming. Naturally Curly Mama, hey Doreen, how are you doing, my love? So good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, tonight it's Tuesday night, and as usual, we do our red flag review on a Tuesday night round about this time. I'm so glad I was able to reach home in time to start on time. That is usually the goal, but sometimes we get little itches here and there. But tonight, we are going to be kicking it off with we're going to kick it off like we have never done before. We missed last week. Forgive me. I apologize. I apologize sincerely for those of you who probably were looking for us last week. We didn't. Things just popped up on us suddenly. And here is Anthony. Anthony, how are you doing? So good to see you. Thank you so much for coming, my friend. We are going to be talking tonight about the signs. How do you know your partner? Not necessarily it doesn't have to be a man. It can be a woman too, guys. How do you know? How can you tell? What are the red flags that you see when your partner is starting to lose interest? Your partner is starting to, you know, give you the side eye. Your partner is starting to look over the fence to see if the grass is greener over there. How can you tell? Because guys, a lot of times, we turn a blind eye. We turn a blind eye to the evidence that is right there staring at us. And we pretend not to see it, but it's right there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So tonight we are going to talk about some of the ways to tell. And sometimes, guys, even if they cry bloody murder and say it is not true, follow your gut, because your gut is never usually wrong. Follow your gut. And it's usually at this point that some women or men, start getting paranoid and start doing things like they've never done before. So if you've never searched a phone before, they start to want to search a phone. When you start getting that feeling, you know that something is not right. If you're with somebody for 5 years, you've never felt the need to search a phone, to search a pocket, to look to see, you've never had any reason to ask them why you come home so late, because they would always keep you updated. You've never found a reason to ask where you're going, because suddenly they start dressing up all nice and fancy and having dates that you don't know anything about. You've never had any reason for 5 years, and all of a sudden you have reason to. Wait, let me get my headphone here because I need to be able to hear this. And all of a sudden, you'll find that you have a need to ask your partner, where are you going? Where are you going? Like, who are you going to be with? Because they have refused to volunteer this information, knowing that you're going to be worried about them. Imagine your partner usually come home at 8 o'clock at night. All of a sudden, your partner is coming home at 1 o'clock in the morning with no explanation given. You were not made aware that they were going to be coming home late. You have a right to ask questions. What happened? Honey, what happened? They didn't call for 5 hours, 6 hours after they were due home. You have a right to ask questions. Yes. Whenever you feel that inclination to start asking the questions you've never asked before, whenever you find that inclination to search places you have never searched before, Follow your gut, talk to yourself, have that me and you conversation with yourself before you have that me and you conversation with your partner, because chances are something is amiss. One red flag, their phone is always with them, even tell me about it, Anthony. Black Money is in the place, guys. Thank you all so much for coming. There's my brother Black Money right there. My sister Angelique is there. Guys, if you are new here, a very, very special welcome to you. And if you are a returning traveler, I want to say thank you for your continued support. If you have not yet hit that subscribe button, guys, you don't know what you're missing. Hit that subscribe button and just stay with us on Trevor Sense Unstoppable as we go over red flag review every Tuesday, and every Thursday we do Swords in Hand / Bible trivia. You like that kind of thing? And in between, you see what I do with my life, my gardening, and my shopping, and whatever else I do. Come on over. Come on over. Come spend time with us. If it's just to spend time, come and spend time with us. Because we love spending time with you. You're bored, you don't have nothing. Come on over. Come sit down and make me and you chat. We can chat. There's going to be lots of things to talk about, lots of things going on in the world of finance and politics and children and just news in general. Come on over. You never know. We will find something to talk about. Right, blessed one is in the house as well. I hope I did not miss anybody. All right. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much, Black Money. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure having you with me, my friend. Win Somewhere says, Trev, how are you? My phone not working. I have to tell you, and Big Road, because I don't have any number for you. What you mean by you not have the number, Winsome? Winsome, oh, you finna have the number. What, Heavenly Lord? Winsome, I have just throw it out a big roof, so. All right, there it is. There is the number. There is the number for the channel, my friends. It is running on the bottom of the screen. I know, Winsome, we have promised that we were going to make it a little bit bigger. We will still do that. So, guys, there are lots and lots of ways that you can tell if your partner is starting to stray. The phone got in there. Oh, maybe it fell. Uh-oh. I'm so sorry, Winsome. Then we're going to have to talk off the air, sister. We're going to have to talk off the air. But for right now, we are talking in the chat. Welcome to everybody. Thank you all so much, guys. Share out the stream. Invite your friends and your friends and your friends' friends to come on over into the live stream and let us talk. Rather interesting topic. Things like these don't just affect some people. Things like these affect everybody. If you plan on entering into a relationship, believe me. Yeah. No, she said the number 2, fine. All right, Winsome, I'm going to increase the number and fix it just for you. Just for you. Hold on a second there, Winsome. Let me look in this phone and let me see if I... Wait, once this phone come on, because I had it was giving somebody watch time all day and I didn't realize that it died. Okay. Don't worry, Winsome. We will fix that. We will fix that. Welcome again, everybody. We are here on Red Flag Review tonight. It's Tuesday night. We are talking about how do you know when your partner is starting to stray? What are some of the things that happen? The link is in the chat. If anybody has any desire to come up and sit on the panel with me, I would be super, super grateful if somebody would come and sit on up here and share the screen with me. So if you are so inclined, follow the instructions, follow the link, follow the instructions in the link, and come on up and let us talk. Right, Shay Shay, how are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for stopping. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, share the stream, invite your friends to come on in and join in the conversation. Antonique says, one way she knows is that they always have their phone. They always have their phone even if they're going to the bathroom. Yes, guys. That is one way. Particularly if that was not their disposition before. So you might be in this relationship with this person for a while, and they were always nonchalant about having the phone with them. They could leave the phone on the bed, on the table. They go to the bathroom. It never seemed like it was any big deal. Where the phone was, it was in your company. If it was in theirs, it didn't matter. All on a sudden, they go to the bathroom, as Anthony said, they have the phone with them. They are sleeping, the phone is under the pillow. They are wherever they are in the kitchen cooking, they have the phone right there. They can't turn their back. They're so glued to the phone all of a sudden. That is one indication that that phone is holding some secret. I'm not saying to anybody like, go and make somebody else's life miserable by being, so nosy, want to invade people's privacy, and you gotta see what's in the phone, and you got no. You do not have to conduct yourself in that fashion. You don't have to. But you can subtly ask questions of your partner, because when you establish a life with somebody, this is the person you are establishing a life with. You both are sharing saliva, sharing bodily fluids and stuff. Of course, yes, their life and what they do concerns you, because it is going to affect you. So of course, yes, you're going to ask questions. The questions are there for you to ask. Don't ignore the answers, though. One way I know is the energy I get when I'm around them. If I feel second place, there you go, Shay Shay. There you go. There is that energy that you can tell, right, Kat? I bet Kat agree with me. There is that energy. You can tell something is not right. Something is not right. And if you have an honest partner who is willing to sit with you and say, this is what is going on, this is what is going on, it will make it so much easier for you, as opposed to having a partner who is not honest, who will not admit that something is going on. Rather, they will mislead you into believing that you are crazy, you are paranoid, something is wrong. Why are you suddenly so interested in why I have my phone? They will try to divert the conversation from what you are asking and sort of take it to other places. Yeah. So as to distract you. Beware. And all of us have a responsibility for ourselves. We have a responsibility for ourselves and the choices we make and the decisions we make. But when you are in a relationship with a partner, yes, whatever decision you make is going to affect your relationship with your partner. So make sure you get it right. No, don't run around, make yourself unhappy and make somebody else unhappy because you are just thinking something is wrong. You have no proof, you have no evidence. You are just thinking something is wrong and you start driving yourself bonkers. No, we don't want you to do that. When they can't have a phone call, oh, Lord God, tell me about it. Oh, yes. They can no longer have a phone conversation around you. No. Once the phone rings and they look on the screen, they pick up the phone, suddenly they got to go to the store. Once they pick up the phone, they got to go to the store, or they got to go to another room. They got to go to the garage. Suddenly they forgot something in their car because they have to find a quote-unquote safe place to go conduct a conversation outside of your hearing. It's reason to stop and ask yourself some questions before you approach your partner. And we are not endorsing any kind of violence. No. What we are going to do is we're going to have civil conversations. But don't get yourself in a situation, in a position to just accept just anything that is poked down your throat. and just swallow it. No, no. When you ask questions, you keep note, you follow up, because remember, the life your partner leads is going to affect you, whether you want to believe it or not. Shay says, see, this is why I don't like being the era of phone. Our phone is so important because it makes things too hard sometimes. What do you mean by that, Shay? The phone, I don't like being in the era of phone. It's so important. Where the phone is so important because it makes things too hard sometimes. Tell me a little bit more about that. No, please, no balance. From man to woman or woman to man. No balance. I am not, no balance, guys. I do not condone that. No. Not a man go hit you, not you go hit the man. If the man don't want to tell you why he's leaving the room to go have a conversation, he just don't want to tell you. Take note. Keep your eyes peeled back, because trust and believe me, may not tell you today, but the evidence might present itself to you another day. So all you have to do is remain calm and trust the process, because you would be surprised to know how things will just work out right there in front of you. I don't know if any of you have ever had that experience where things just fall right in your lap. And you're like, wow, I didn't expect that. Things will fall right in your lap. You just have to trust the process. No violence. You make sure your hands are clean and you are being honest, and you would be surprised. Surprised to know. The people themselves will come to you and tell you. Those of you who have not yet heard a little piece of my story, how I got info, look at my Maribel. Maribel, how are you doing, darling? How are you doing, Maribel? There is my friend Maribel, guys. Say hello to Maribel. Maribel Sedenia. Most of you here probably know Maribel already. Right, guys? You'd be surprised to know how the evidence will fall right in your lap if you just remain calm enough, if you just have enough faith, if you just keep your hands clean enough. You would be shocked at what you would find out. I am doing great, darling. I am doing great. I'm coming in off the job, and it's our evening to spend together, so we are spending our evening together. Don't forget to hit the like button once you come in, guys. Hit that like button. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to do so. Thank you all so much to those of you who have already subscribed, those of you who are spending time with me on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I sincerely appreciate it. Okay, Shay says, I mean, like, there are so many things phone hide. And it's like, once you have a bad experience with phone, it just doesn't go back to being the same. That is so true. The phone can hide so much. Once upon a time, partners were worried about what the neighbors see. Worried about what the neighbors see and what the neighbors are going to tell. Now, all them secrets are hidden in the phone. The phone has lots and lots of secrets. And if your partner is not willing to be transparent with you and, not care whether you go through their phone or not, you don't have to be violent. You have to trust the person you are with, but at the same time, you can't be a fool. Because I can hear people say, oh, everybody deserves their privacy. That's one thing people say when they want to hide. When they want to hide from the truth, because they do not want to confront the truth. They say, oh, everybody deserves their privacy. Of course, yes, everybody deserves their privacy. Certainly. But when you and I are sharing saliva, and you and I are sharing bodily fluids, and whatever you do affects me and my life and the decisions I make, then I have a right to be concerned. I have a right to ask the pertinent questions. I have a right. If we are not sharing bodily fluids and you and I are not dating and your decision don't depend on me, no. Because if I see my friend Shay somewhere. Sheshi and I are friends, but whatever is in Sheshi's phone doesn't concern me. Not my business. However, if I am dating you, if I'm married to you, if I'm dating you, yes, what you do is my business. It's my business because number one, if something happens to you on the street, they're gonna call me. So could you just please let me know where you're gonna be, what you're gonna be doing, where you're gonna go, so that we can have some transparency and some honesty. Because guys, I'm not going to, hide and tell you all. These days, it just seems so hard for people to be honest. It seems so hard. It's like, to be honest, it's like you are telling somebody to go do something quite impossible. Because people don't want to be honest. If you don't want to be honest in a relationship, then chances are you're not ready for that relationship. So the one honest thing you can do is back off. Stay out of that relationship if you're not going to be honest. Because if you're not honest with the person who you are dating, and you just continue to live like you are single and doing what you are doing, and whatever you are doing is affecting this person, and this person does not know that it's affecting what is affecting them because they are thinking you are being honest. You see, you're just like opening up a Pandora of more than just worms. All the cruelty that can be exhumed when when the bottom falls out of that pot. It's absolutely crazy. She says this honesty is so hard lately, and it's like, why lie? Exactly, like, why lie? Why lie? Just tell me the truth. I can handle the truth. Kai says privacy and secrecy are quite different. I agree. Privacy and secrecy are quite different. And some of you will agree with me, with Kad as well, that privacy and secrecy. All right. You and I are together. We're having a relationship. We are making plans for the future. It's me and you. Whatever you do is going to affect me. If you go ahead and you sleep with somebody else, you catch something is going to affect me and my life. So therefore, the best you can do for me is be honest with me in that regard. Your privacy, if you're on the phone talking with your mom, you get a phone call. That's your privacy. That's your business. That's your business. Some couples are transparent with each other or appear to be transparent with each other. They seem to share everything. The husband can finish the wife's sentence. The wife can finish the husband's sentence. The wife knows exactly who her husband is talking to, who is having business meeting with what was said in the meetings, so that, God forbid, something were to happen to the husband, the wife can pick up right where he left off and continue with their life because she already know exactly what plans her husband was making. And some wives are privileged like that, and some husbands too are privileged like that because they have an honest partner. Some people are not. When your husband died, that's when they realize, oh my God, he had 2 kids outside of the marriage. Oh my God, he had girlfriend popping up, another baby mama popping up. He maybe even got another wife somewhere popping up, and everything just takes away from what you thought you had with this individual. Foreign TTB is in the house. Welcome into the house, my brother Foreign TTB. Thank you so much for stopping by, my brother. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate you. I totally agree, Kad. Privacy and secrecy are very different, says Shasey. That is true. And Antonique agrees with you as well, Kad. We all agree with you. It is true. Privacy and secrecy, 2 different things. You understand? You're hiding where you're going. You're hiding who you're with. You're hiding what you're doing. All this secrecy. You're hiding your money. I don't know how much money you work. I don't know what you do with your money. Yet you come home. You expect 3 meals a day. You expect house to be clean. You expect children to go to school. You expect everything to be done. But what happened to your money? Where is the money that you work and you leave the house 6 days a week, say you go to work? But my money and my money. And my mother will tell me something of it. But if men or woman control my money, there's a difference between being with a woman not controlling your money. If you are being honest with the woman who you live with, the woman you are sharing your life with, there would have to be that idea should even pop up. That woman is trying to control, because as a man, you're supposed to provide for your household. Yes. So if the woman you're living with is transparent enough, she's using her money to provide the food that you're eating, she's holding down the bills and all of that, but you are hiding your money. In which day and age? Not in 2022. I truly believe people aren't ready to be open. So that's why they lie or hide things. But as you just said, you're not ready. I agree, Shay Shay. You are not ready for a relationship. If you go into a relationship with somebody and you have to still sneak on and hide, and you're still having extramarital affairs, and you are simply not ready. Don't be dragging other people's lives on your little pole, dragging it with you. No, don't do that. My contribution to this topic: there are certain occupations wherein a spouse can't share details. I totally agree. In some cases, the employer provides a specific phone. There you go. I know there are people who work like Secret Service jobs and stuff like that, and secrecy is part of their job. That is the secrecy of your job, and a lot of times they use the secrecy for the job to hide the personal life secrets that they have from their partner. So that gives them a little edge over you, because yes, you're going to keep quiet because they're having, that their job gives them a secret phone, and they can't tell you all the details about their job and what kind of secret missions they're going on and that kind of thing. But sometimes when you think they're going on a secret mission for the job, they use that same opportunity to go on the secret mission with a mistress. Okay? Or a mister, for that matter. Shay says, hey everyone, once you join the conversation, please share the video and like up the live. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Shay Shay. Guys, you heard it. You heard it from Shay Shay. Please hit the like button, share out the stream, invite your friends to come on over. We are talking about the signs, the red flags that you should look for whenever you are in a relationship. The red flag that will lead you towards knowing that your partner is looking for greener grass somewhere. The bottom line is, if you can't trust your spouse or potential spouse, then both. Just like that. Just like that. I agree with you, Foreign TTV. If you do not feel like you can trust this individual, it's time to go. But that doesn't mean also, guys, that if you feel like, okay, I trust her, I really do trust her, she hasn't given me any reason not to trust her, I trust her, I trust him, that doesn't mean because you trust this person, you must be foolish. No. Trusting and foolishness is not synonymous, guys. No. You can trust your partner that they're honest with you, that they're telling you the truth. But at the same time, if the ugly truth starts rearing its head and you start seeing it, do not ignore it. Don't ignore it. Shay says, yes, true. Please leave the relationship. Don't put yourself in a situation where you feel you have no trust for someone, because it isn't going to get better. That is the truth. It's never going to get better if you do not trust the person. If you don't trust the person, why drag the relationship along? Because all you are doing is making yourself miserable. Because there are certain degrees, differing degrees to trust. Some people might say, I don't trust my husband around another man that he's not related to. Right there, if you know that you are with this person and you cannot trust them around any woman because they want to go under every fractal, something is wrong. And if you know you have a partner like that who insists he wants to be under every fractal, then my friend, do yourself a favor. And as Foreign said, just bounce. Do yourself a favor and bounce, because that is not the relationship for you. You should be able to trust your partner that whatever decision they're going to make, it's going to be in their best interest and your best interest. Because whatever they do is going to affect you. Is going to affect you. Trev, where is the line between trust and foolish? That's a nice question. Where is the line between trust and foolishness? There is a fine line between trust and foolishness. I established trust in the initial stages of the relationship based on the way the person has come across, the way the person has positioned themselves, how they have, what they have entrusted to me. That is what I am going by. So I'm going to trust this person because at times when I have thought that maybe whatever they were saying wasn't true, I have found out that they were being honest. I have proven them to be honest. So after you have proven that the things that this person has said to you and say they are doing or whatever they have done is the honest truth, it's going to help you along establish this grounded trust with this person. And a lot of times we find that narcissistic people, they are very good at having you establish trust in them at the beginning. They will do everything to gain your trust, but it is a way of reeling you in. And once they have you where they want you, they know you are going to let your guard down. So do not let your guard down, even though you may trust this person. You may have established trust. I say, I trust him. I don't think he's going to do that. I mean, he has established himself to me to be an upright and upstanding person in this relationship. So I don't think he's going to go out of the way to do anything that will harm our relationship or harm me. And you have established that trust. So now you trust this person. But 6 months down the road, you realize that he told you he grew up in Nevada, and all along you thought that was the truth. And then now somebody on Facebook says they went to school with him in Philadelphia. And you say, oh, I trust him. It's nothing. You don't see that as something to address? Did he say he grew up in Nevada, went to school his whole life in Nevada? Yes, somebody on Facebook says to him, they went to school with him in Philadelphia. And you say, oh, you just dismiss it like nothing. He gives you some cock-a-doodle story and you just dismiss it. Right there, so you are employing foolishness. Because it could be that he's hiding something. Maybe he's indeed from Philadelphia, but has a bad reputation there. And knowing that if you spoke to anybody from Philadelphia who knew him, you might think differently of him. So he has to throw you off track to tell you he's from Nevada. And I use this as an example, guys. Why? Because these days we are jumping online and going to Plenty of Fish. Oops. I found something in my eyes. I'm sorry, guys. So we are jumping online. We're going on Plenty of Fish. We're going on all kinds of dating websites. I don't even know their names. But we are going on them and we are picking up people from all walks of life, people we have never seen, we have never met, we never heard of. And we are just falling for these people left and right based on what we see on the internet and what they choose to share with us. And before we know it, we're head over heels in love with these people. We don't have a clue about what they're saying to us, whether or not it is true. Are we doing background checks? Are we going to meet family members? Are we searching public records on these people? Are we just taking them at face value, whatever they say to us on the phone, on the video chat, and then just jumping head over heels for these people and not knowing? We've seen it happen time and time again. We see people jump on a plane from California to New York to go spend time with somebody they just met over the internet. And they swear they know this person. They've been talking on TikTok for 2 months. And they swear they know this person. They jump on a plane and they go over, and oftentimes the news is not good. Red flags usually don't stay hidden. They fly up in our faces all the time. Are you going to sit there and say, oh, I trust her? Oh, I trust him. So because I trust him, I have no reason to investigate this new information that has been presented to me. I have no reason to, because I trust him. I trust her. And you just leave yourself vulnerable. So whatever happens, happens. In these times, red flags can be investigated because not all red flags have negative results. A spouse could be acting strange because he or she is planning an activity for the relationship. Well, I missed something just now. Activity for the relationship. All right, that can be so. But how often does that come about? That's not an everyday event. And that can be easily justified. Right? But talk about somebody who is persistently hiding, persistently, being secretive. Yeah, we're talking about those ones. Those type of jobs are 1 in a million. There you go, Card. Those types of jobs, guys, if you're just joining us, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Go ahead and hit the like button, guys. Thank you so much for coming over into the live. Card is talking about the job that TT was talking about earlier, where he was saying that some jobs require a lot of secrecy. And Card is saying those jobs are 1 in a million. That's not what you were talking about. You must come across a dealer than a secreter. That is true, Kat. We are going to come across a con artist before we are going to come across somebody who is working in the Secret Service. Believe me, because they are few and far between. Walrich is in the place. There is my brother Walrich. How are you doing, my brother? So good to see you. Hope you are having a pleasant Tuesday evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Kenzie, Kenzie is in the house. Welcome, Kenzie. How are you doing, my love? Whose fault? No one but myself. Things do happen. Words can't explain. I agree. Black money. What Black money said? P-O-F. Tell me what that means. P-O-F. I'm not sure. Thumbs up, downwards. Thank you, Walrich. I hope everybody else follow Walrich's lead and hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, Walrich, what's up? Okay. Let me see. The only human reason joy mixed up with pain. Explain that for me, Kenzie. I miss it. Joseph, my brother, is in the house. Good night, Queen. A special night to all. Everyone in the chat. Thank you so much, Joseph. I sincerely appreciate you. How are you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday evening. In these times, information is easily obtained. There you go. Titi say, in this time, information is easily obtained. Investigate in your unique way and don't confront the person with your results, negative or positive. There you go. Investigate in your own way. Oh, Black money is plenty of fish. Oh, that's where you frequenting. He's going on plenty of fish. Whatever dating website. I don't know them. I don't know the dating website name, but I know people are out there on Christian Meat. I don't even know. Gardener's Meat. Something like that. Plenty of fish, all kinds of dating websites. And they're picking up all kinds of crosses. Taking on these crosses on top of their children, taking on these crosses to their family. Lots of people end up losing their life. All kinds of things. Black money say he has never been on those sites. He's loyal to his queen right there. I've never been on those sites. I don't have a clue what they do over there. I just know the names. But guys, you have to do your due diligence. Whenever you are entering into a relationship, you must do your due diligence. Nowadays, everything is just so easy. There you go, Black Bunny. Black Bunny say online he don't trust it. Me neither. You understand? You can't just trust people you just meet online. People from different countries, different cultures. You don't know anything about them. You don't have a first person to call to ask a question about this person. You go into all kinds of databases and you can't find nothing about this person. You cannot find anything, and yet still you run gone head over heels in this relationship, setting yourself up and saying, oh, I trust him. You're only hearing what he's telling you. That's all you are hearing is what he's telling you. And that is what you're basing your trust off of. But you don't have anything else. You don't have any other verification that what he's saying to you is true. You don't know. And yet still, you are not stopping. That's where the foolishness comes in. You're not stopping. You're not asking yourself the pertinent questions. You are not seeking validation for the thing that he's telling you. You have to, guys. We have to. We have to. I know, Shay, because you hear me keep saying men. It's just that it's on the tip of my tongue all the time to give the men a hard time. But I'm talking about women as well. Because yes, there are women out there we cannot lie to and tell, mislead the men. So when I'm saying it, I want it to be for everybody. But I can't say for each sentence and I say a woman and I say a man. So when I say a man, I mean that women need to take the same instruction that I'm giving. The same thing that I'm saying that goes for women goes for men and vice versa. Okay? You can't just, just sit in a relationship like that and your partner is just feeding you with all kinds of lies, and you don't have any inclination to investigate anything this person has told you. You just sit there and just take it, believe it, and run with it. You have to pay attention, because trust me, the liar will slip up, The liar will slip up. But if you are not paying attention, you are going to miss your chance at finding out the truth. I used to be this person that, Miss Goody Two Shoes. Oh, no. I mean, he deserves his privacy. I'm not searching his wallet. No, I don't care. I'm not. You need to care, because it's going to affect you and your life. So you need to care. It is your business. And don't pay attention to everybody. There are lots of people online who are going to disagree with me. I don't mind. Lots of people have disagreed with me. I've disagreed with lots of people. I don't mind. Lots of people are going to disagree because they think, oh, the man deserves privacy. There's a difference between privacy. There's a difference between privacy and secrecy. Yes, you're entitled to your privacy. But if you're leaving the house at 6 o'clock in the evening, you're coming home at 2 o'clock in the morning, when the only things that's open at 2 o'clock in the morning is Legs and Liquor Store, then we have something to talk about. It's no longer just your privacy. It's our business. Right now, it's our business. You and I need to have a conversation. You are with your wife, you're with your girlfriend, and all of a sudden, she has never gone on a business trip before. And all of a sudden, she's going on a business trip to New York for 4 days. And you just take it at face value. Oh, she's going on a business trip. She's going on a business trip to New York. Yeah. And she spends her 4 days and she comes back. And you don't investigate, you don't care, you're not looking, you're not searching, nothing. You just leave it like that. No. We need to get to be more proactive because it's our life. I have seen too many people online saying they met this person online, and they were dating for this many months, and what and the bad story that comes, the bad ending that comes after that. Hey, Auntie Chris. Auntie Chris is in the house, guys. Welcome, Auntie Chris. How are you doing, guys? There is Auntie Chris from Auntie Chris's Kitchen on YouTube. Don't forget to connect with Auntie Chris on YouTube. Also connect with Auntie Chris on Instagram. Auntie Chris has an Instagram live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. At 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Auntie Chris has her Instagram live, and that's where we can be found every Thursday night at 9. All right, guys? Right, so go over there and connect with Auntie Chris. Anthony said, legs are thick as such. It's true. It's true. What else is open at that time of night? What is the excuse you're going to give me? And you can't tell me where you were. You can't tell me what you were doing and with whom. So that kind of secret makes my antennas go up, because I need to know. Because if you are out there creeping and cheating, that is going to affect me. And guys, believe you me, when you want to destroy your own life, do it by yourself and don't involve other people. If you know that you are all about destruction of your life, going around, running around, sleeping here, sleeping there, having this person, just doing your own thing. You don't want nobody asking no question for you, no pitney, and you're a big man, and you're a big woman, and you go about your business, and you're not ready for a relationship. You are not yet ready, because a relationship that is going to require compromise, a relationship that is going to require transparency, if you cannot do that, then you are simply not ready for the relationship. Don't try to fool anybody into believing that you are ready, because you're not. And lots of times people don't want to lose people. Like you meet this person, you really like this person, but you're not ready. You don't want to settle down at all. But rather than telling this person honestly that you do not feel like you are at that stage yet, so let them move on. No. You tell them all kinds of crocodile story so that they can trust you, fall in love with you, want to start a relationship with you, and all this time that you are not ready. And then you twist them and you turn them and you tell all kinds of lies, one lie covering the other lie, one lie, and you just make a mockery of what a good, decent relationship should be like. And then you hurt the person. You hurt this person. You wound this person. And then when the bottom falls out and this person must move on, they have all this messed up garbage that you had already dumped in their lap, that they must sift through to move on with their lives. And you're not telling me that's not cruel? That is cruel. That is very cruel. If you're not ready, you're just not ready. If you're not ready to compromise, if you're not ready to say you're sorry, if you're not ready to be honest, if you're not ready to be transparent, if you are not ready for whatever reason, then open up your mouth and say so. You are not ready. Don't mislead people and drag them along with you in your mess. And then you start sneaking and hiding and telling lies and causing this person not even to be able to trust the next relationship they go into. They can't trust. They have lost their ability to trust because you have ruined the trust factor that they brought into that relationship. And some people, honestly, guys, some people are not looking for trust. They know they cannot be trusted. And they will tell you straight up. That's the person I respect. That honest person. That person who is honest enough to say, listen, this is where I'm at the moment. This is how I feel at the moment. It is better for us not to venture into a committed relationship because I don't feel like I am ready for that kind of commitment. And then the two of you as two grown adults decide how you're going to move forward, whether you're going to have that kind of relationship or you're not going to. And everybody gets their chance to move in the direction they want to. But no, some people, they must lie. All right? Back to how you can know that your partner is looking over the fence. Imagine you have a partner and this guy has, you know, some problems with his teeth. His dentition is messed up. Was messed up while you are together. It's messed up. You've been telling him, come on, Joe. You know, you could fix your teeth. He said, me not worry about my teeth them. My teeth them just fine. I'm not worried about them. And he goes on and on and on. You and him go out. The two of you go out as a couple. Him still a laugh with him, make a teeth them. Him not see no big deal with it. Him not see it as no big deal. And no matter how you talk to him and beg him don't play it. Him not swear you first over so. You understand? These are just my teeth. My teeth is not me. Think about my heart. And my heart belongs to you. And then all of a sudden, he's so interested in teeth. He wanted to go take out y'all's 401k to go fix his teeth. He's insisting now that you take out the 401k to go fix the teeth. And you're thinking, wow, he's finally coming into his senses. Yeah, he's finally coming into his senses, so I'm going to fix the teeth. And as soon as he go fix the teeth, he wants a new wardrobe, new sets of clothes. Yeah. And as soon as he get the new sets of clothes, he wants to go out without you every Friday night and Saturday night. That's something for you to investigate. That's something for you to investigate. It could be nothing. It could be as innocent as tomorrow. But it still is something that you need to look into. Because if he did not want to fix those teeth for you, who is he fixing it for now? What has caused him to have a change of heart? That doesn't mean you just sit down and throw up your hand and accept the foolishness. You have a responsibility for you. You have a responsibility for you. So you can't just say, okay, well, him just no feel like it. Him say him just no feel like it. So another big deal. Him just no feel like it. Could be. But that doesn't mean that you must now employ foolishness. You don't have to employ foolishness. You trust him, but the foolishness should have no place in your thoughts right now. Because whatever he's going to do out there, he's fixing up himself so he can look more attractive for somebody else. Because if it was for you, he would have fixed it long ago. He would have fixed it long time. But he would have fixed it for you, not fixed it for somebody else. That's going to be my first conclusion. He must prove me wrong. He would have to prove me wrong, guys. But that is going to be my first conclusion. Now, all of a sudden, you want new clothes. And the going out part, you're going out every Friday and Saturday. Yes, I have to be concerned. Because that could be a very, very, very big old red flag that something is amiss in your relationship. Next, Imagine that the two of you are in the house. You have passwords to each other's phone. Both of you know the password to each other's phone. All on a sudden, he changes his password. She changes her password. She won't tell you. She hasn't shared it with you why she has changed the password, changed or shared the new password with you. You have to ask questions. Because if you and I are living together and we used to have this level of transparency where passwords are shared, you know how to get into my phone, I know how to get into your phone, you know how to get into the safe, I know how to get into the safe. Everything is transparent because two of us are in the household together. We know what's going on in here. I know the code to the mailbox, to the PO box. You know the code to the PO box because either of us can go empty the PO box at any time. And all of a sudden, you change the code to your phone, you don't share it. You change the code to the safe, you don't share it. You change the code to the mailbox, the PO box, you don't share it. And you come up with some cockle story when your partner finds out, and your partner just swallows the story and keep it moving. Come on now. Who is? I don't know that name. There is somebody in the background who wants to come up, but I do not recognize the name. Oh, are you? Okay.
Turn my camera now. Me should have put on my camera.
All right. There it is. Kizzy, what's up?
There.
How you doing, sister? How you doing? How's Eddie?
Aiden is good. Just come in. Aiden went swimming class, so me just got
Hey,
home.
how you doing? Miss yesterday you got retreat last weekend. How was that?
It was good. And this is my second time. Was good.
Okay.
Was good.
Wonderful. So talk to me, sis. Tell me how you know Sonema cheat. Tell me how you know.
You know, some never know your topic. I come on, me say me I come on, come trouble you. me, me did there in the car, me did there in the dark. I listen. Me there you clean up, pack up, change out Aiden clothes. Them what can't fit me. I throw out and all them something there.
All right, leave it to you. Leave it to you.
So
Yes,
me
we
in
are
a,
talking about what are some of the signs when your partner is cheating on you? What are some of the signs that they are looking over the fence for greener grass? Women are better liars and cheaters, Shay. Oh my gosh. Are they,
I
Kizzy?
who say that?
God, the women are.
I who say that? You need to go at the back of the class.
Yeah. I can't kiss them got back at the class. Women are better liars and cheaters. You think so? No, sir. It's not even a competition between women and men when it comes to lying and cheating. Because trust me, if a man decide to tell you some lies, oh heavenly Jesus, you can't get away. You can't escape. If a woman decide to tell you some lies, you can't escape. Not true, Kizzy?
Yeah, woman, actually, you know, woman are better cheater than man. Man don't know if you cover them tracks.
Explain to me, sister, what I cut off yourself. Come on, guys, you all have to explain this to me. That women are better cheaters and liars than men are. Come on, guys, you all need to explain this to me.
Yeah, hear me, Trev?
No, me, I hear you.
Oh,
Tell
me
me what
they
you
get
said.
cut
I didn't
off.
hear what you said
No,
before.
I was saying that come to think of it, you know, woman a better cheater than man, because man don't know if you cover them tracks.
Oh,
Them don't know
re-
when they do something, they get nervous. While that woman will just come in and just sit down just like this. Never care in
Oh,
the
really?
world.
Oh, Lord. We never know that at all. We
Yeah.
never know that at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Cubans
true.
in the place, welcome in the chat, Cubans. How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by, my brother. What you think, Cubans? What do you think about the topic? How do you know when your partner is looking over the fence for greener pastures? How do you know? What are some of the signs? What are some of the red flags?
I don't know why me I get boots off every minute.
I don't know why either. I don't know. Yeah, Cubans, tell me, what are some of the signs? We talked about them starting to pay attention to themselves some more, fix up their teeth and cut their hair and doing all kinds of things that aesthetically that they didn't do before. All right. We talk about him changing passwords, whether him or her, changing passwords and not sharing them with the partner. We talk about them being secretive, starting to be more secretive. And we say secrecy and privacy are two different things. All right. What do you have to add to that, Cubans? Kizzy says, wait, can't say women are better liars and cheaters. Kizzy says that is true because women will come in and sit down right after they have cheated. They'll come and sit down like nothing happened. While a man, he's nervous because he can't cover his tracks. And that might be true. When he can't cover his tracks, he might end up making up some other story and telling another lie, and then forget to tell his friend that he was going to tell his wife that he was with his friend. We unlock nation. My brother is in the house.
Let me get my next one so I can see the comment.
Oh, okay. We see our shuffle roll.
I want the phone there.
How are you doing? We unlock nation. Thank you so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate you every time and all the time, my brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kat says, absolutely. So a survey. God save it is a survey, maybe to see who cheats, who can hide their cheating more. Or maybe that's a topic for another week. Who can hide their cheating more, a man or a woman? Who hides the cheating better? That is going to be counterproductive to tonight's program, believe me. So we're not going to talk about who can hide their cheating better, because we don't want anybody to be dishonest in a relationship and mislead the other person into believing that they want the relationship, they love the person, they are honest, they are transparent, when it's the furthest from the truth. They are the complete opposite that they are delivering in this relationship. Another thing, Kizzy, the man complain all the time how he's tired.
Try that one.
Exactly.
Try that one.
He is tired all the time. Is that an indication that he's probably doing some outside work outside of the home?
Not necessarily. Probably suppose I work he might come from.
Well, it all depends on when he says he's tired. What has he been doing? All of a sudden he's excessively tired. If we can establish that he does not have any physiological problem that is causing him to be tired, then we have we have a conversation to have. Imagine he's always the stallion. He's always the stallion when that time comes.
But maybe he's tired of the one with the home. Maybe he's tired of the one with the home. So the one out the road make him more tired. Because he's a stallion.
Exactly. So if he's always that stallion in the relationship, and all of a sudden, him too tired, him can't perform like that anymore. Something is wrong, not true, Kizzy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I maybe stopped at the Viagra.
But Jesus. Oh my God. Can agree with you. Hardly eat at home. All right. Can come up with another one. Can said he hardly eats at home. Would that be an indication that he's possibly cheating, Kizzy?
Can be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you have
that's
a man
yeah.
who always come home and eating dinner, you always cooking dinner every evening, come home and eating dinner. And all of a sudden, this man started come home and evening time talk about him belly full. You're going to eat this food tonight, you know. You're going to eat this food tonight.
Then suppose the man tired of the food that he had.
What would I make him tired of the food I'm had?
The man say the woman just a give him the one food, the one dish all the time. The man tired. You need different food out
But
the road.
then, Kizzy, that would mean that he needs to have a conversation with his wife. If your wife only know how to cook rice and chicken, and she cook rice and chicken 7 days a week, he might forget to talk to her, baby. Be tired of eating just rice and chicken. Maybe go up on YouTube and watch some video and learn how to cook some different kind of food now. Maybe go to the supermarket and buy some different ingredients and some different kind of food. Then right there you will see that he's into his relationship. He wants to make his relationship better. So he's offering different options for his wife.
Yeah.
But if he just decides, all right, I'm gonna just go and eat at street and then come home when we come home, I'm just tell us my belly full. That's not nice.
Yeah, true. You have a
If
point.
you cheat,
You have a point.
of course, Cubans say, if you cheat on me, just know say I will give it back 10 times worse. Cause a boy like me will make you lose your ear like you have cat.
Who sing that song there? I think somebody sing something like that.
Somebody sing one song like that, Cubans.
I think somebody sing one song say if you cheat on me, I'm gonna cheat on you. I don't remember who sing it.
Oh, well, I've never heard it. But Cubans, you're not easy. You are not easy. Foreign says, why some women are always suspicious about men of everything that's different? Why some women are always suspicious about men or everything? Hold on there. Or everything. Why some women are always suspicious about men or everything that's different? Continue. Should some men be suspicious when a woman comes with a different move? Of course, yes. Of course, yes. Because whatever he's doing or whatever she's doing is going to affect you. You have a right to be concerned. Yes, you have a right to be concerned. Oh, Tuba Chat is in the house. Welcome, Tuba Chat, guys. Tuba Chat is in the chat. Welcome, Tuba Chat. Thank you for coming in, my brother. Sincerely appreciate it. Tuba Chat says you shared us out on Reddit. Thank you so much, Cube.
Foreign TTB, good TTB. Foreign TTB.
Everybody getting tongue
Good
tied.
night.
Everybody getting tongue tied tonight. But welcome, guys. Thank you so much, Tuba's chat. Thank you for the share. Thank you for coming, my friend. Yes. So right there when Cubans is saying that if she cheat on him, then he's going to cheat back. That's for another conversation. Because
but sometimes
yeah. What you say?
Sometimes when you do that too, it can cause problem because as I was saying, like Sunday, remember I told you I went to my retreat and one of the girl there, she was testifying and she said that her husband was cheating on her and she ended up start cheating on him. And then she find out that the husband have a wife and then married to she, and she never knows that the husband have a wife. So she caught him. She said one day she came home and she caught him with some girl and the house was cheating on her, and then she started doing the same thing, and then the relationship just go downhill.
Because that is adding more mud to an already murky water.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she's cheating, that issue is not yet resolved.
Yeah.
The two of you haven't said your goodbyes.
Yep.
But then you continue to just dirty up each other, just dirty up each other.
Yeah.
Just no.
And she said
No.
she said she didn't care. But now they're separated, and she says the best time of her life.
They're right there.
Best time of her life. She gets over it and everything. But
Wonderful.
I'm saying sometimes it turn out to be bad though when you do stuff like that though.
Of course, yes. Of
Turn
course,
out to
yes.
be
Because
bad.
you are already making an already bad situation even worse.
Yeah.
Because it's showing that you have total disregard for this individual and their safety. If the person cheat on you and you're gonna say, "Oh well, I'm gonna cheat on her 10 times 10, may I go
Yeah.
just cheat with everybody," that's
Yeah.
the anger and frustration. You are using it destructively.
Yeah. That's true.
Because you can use that anger and frustration positively by saying, "Listen, I am hurt. Let's sit down, let's talk about this. This relationship is not gonna go any further because I cannot forgive you. I don't feel like I can forgive you and move on, and we can continue the relationship like it was before. Therefore, we are just going to call it a day. You go your way and I go my way in peace."
Yeah. That's
Simple as
true.
that. But you are cheat, she are cheat. Everybody's cheating, and a whole lots of different people are being involved in this relationship, and everybody has shared saliva and bodily fluids, and a whole mess, and emotions are running wild, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody is just a mess. By the
That's
time you
true.
are done, everybody is so angry,
Yeah.
so
That's
angry at each
true.
other. Everybody
That's
wants to
true.
take off each other's heads. No need for that.
Yeah.
No
That's
need for
true.
that. Resolve the issue when it arises. 1, 2, 3, and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
true.
understand? If you
That's
feel the
true.
need to look over the fence for green pastures, make your partner know you no longer want to be in the relationship. You go your way, go look your green pastures, and let your partner go their way, go find their green pasture.
Yeah. That's
Because
true.
these men usually only want to settle down,
Mm-hmm.
when yes, once their cucumber flap, them ready to settle down. Them
Yeah.
ready to get married. Them ready to settle down at that point. But while they are up and blooming, them not ready to settle down. Them are run up and down all about. Yes, them are it is the truth. TT says,
Then
but the women
then
could
King
have
set a fire.
them can catch a fire because they have to prove their manhood to every woman
Mm-hmm.
who find them. But the woman could have seen the move on TV or something, or by reading a book. Foreign, foreign. You know, okay, consent. What? Oh, Kizzy, are echoing.
I get a
Are you
call. No,
Kat
somebody
said,
a call me.
okay, Kat says, what the dirty little secret? Yes, guys, for those of you who have been following me with that book, Dirty Little Secrets, OMG. Thank you so much for following me with that book, guys. Todd, you see all those dirty little secrets? All those secrets. They destroy lives. Yes, those secrets really do destroy lives. You have too many secrets, and the secrets are, impacting the relationship you are having with your spouse, and you want to have a great relationship, but you are miserable because there are just too many secrets. Too many secrets. Farm says, I just can't understand this cheat for cheat thing. One of the partners must recognize that the love is lost or the feelings has changed. It's simple. Simple as that, Farm. Simple as that.
And then, Trev, me I go in at the background and listen. I go call back. This lady's calling me. Okay.
Okay, sugar, no
I'm
problem.
running in the background.
No problem, my love.
Mm.
Simple as that, my friends. If the love is lost, you no longer love your partner. You no longer want to be with your partner. My grandmother used to say, easy squeeze, no make no riot. All you got to do is come forward honestly. If you are afraid to come forward honestly because you're afraid that the person is going to get irate and start broke up everything in the house or stuff like that, approach it differently. But for the love of God and all things good, don't stay in the relationship and you're going to say, oh, well, him cheat for me. Hey, a bun for bun. Him cheat for me, me going to cheat for him. Me not going to stop cheat. Those things cause emotions to run wild. Imagine a man who is saying to himself, my wife would never cheat on me. While he's out there cheating, he's still convincing himself that my wife will never cheat on me. And she may never have. And he feels good in himself that, yes, she is not going to cheat. But for him, he's going to sow his wild oats. That's the same thing in the book that we are reading, Dirty Little Secrets. The guy, Mark, he's been married to his wife, Holly, who is a teacher for 14 years. He's outside cheating. Have a whole baby, a whole child out there. And the child is in the wife's class. The wife had to teach the child, not even knowing that the child belonged to her husband. The mother keeps giving the wife a hard time. Very disrespectful. The kid very disrespectful. And the poor teacher, the wife, she has no clue that this woman is being so disrespectful to her because the woman is sleeping with her husband. And not only is he sleeping with her husband, but the child who is giving her hell in the classroom belongs to her husband and she don't know. And these kinds of secrets cause heartache and pain. And then when she cheats, he is going to lose his mind and, drive crazy and crash and almost kill himself because he is so hurt because she cheated. And for 9 years out of their 14-year marriage, he has been cheating with this woman and have a whole human being out there. God says, cheat for cheat is pouring gasoline on the fire. That's not good. Right there, so. Cheat for cheat cannot be good. Cheat for cheat cannot be good. You cheat for me, me cheat for you. So you go cheat again and me go cheat again. And you go cheat again and me go cheat again. And then what? Two of us come back together. For what? Why? Because when the two of us come back together, we are coming back with remnants of all those people that we have cheated with. Servant David is in the place. Welcome into the chat, Servant David. Guys, if you are in the chat and you're not yet connected, my brother Servant David, go on over and connect with Servant David. Welcome, my brother. I am not into the cheating thing. Joseph says, if she wants to cheat, just say the word and go your way, and I want nothing to do with her. If you both respect each other, then you won't be doing anything like that. Exactly. If I respect my partner, I can't be going out there, go share myself with somebody else and come back in to him. That can't be right. That cannot be right. And then you come in with yourself that you was out there with somebody else. So you come in with that self and you come and you put it on a platter. You put it on a platter for your spouse to enjoy. Who does that kind of stuff? David says it's never good. Yes, that is true, my brother. Never good. Never good. And nothing good comes of cheating. Nothing good comes of being dishonest in a relationship. Nothing good comes of it. When you're being dishonest, you start to tell lies. One lie have to cover the other. You're being dishonest so badly that you can't speak the truth. And because you cannot speak the truth, you cannot act in an honest and reasonable fashion. Because whatever you're going to do, it must be to conceal the truth. So your whole action, your whole psyche is interrupted because you now live in a land of lies. Pure lies, you're telling. Pure lies. You're welcome, David. Anytime, my brother. You are welcome. If your partner has a sexual interaction with another person, it should be easily noticed or observed. Oh, really? Really foreign, you think? Because I've heard people say they have, they have had interactions with other people, but their partner don't find out. And some people say, how come they don't find out? I don't know. Somebody gotta enlighten me. Tell me, guys. Tell me, how does that work? Like, if you have had sexual interactions with another person, how can your partner know that you have? That sounds like a topic for another week. But if somebody knows right now, tell me. How would you know without them telling you, without you? How would you know? It's not like the partner left a color in that place. Is how would you know? How do you know? David said, always know that if they cheat on their special someone with you, they will cheat on you just like that. That is the truth. A person who will cheat with you will cheat on you. So if you're going to be with this person who is cheating on their spouse to be with you, they will cheat on you as well. Oftentimes in those relationships, we see a man or a woman, they're fooling around with somebody, and it causes the demise of their relationship, of their marriage. And the person with whom they were cheating, now they are with that person. That person now knows that you are dishonest. That person already knows what you are capable of. That person knows all the lies you told your previous spouse so that you could be with them. They already know it all. Do you think that relationship is going to survive? Do you think that relationship is going to survive? It's not going to. Because that person knows what you are capable of. They're like, well, you cheated with me. I remember when you told me that you had told your husband before that you were going to be at your grandmother's and then you were with me. So now when you are telling me that you are going to be at your grandmother, is it the same game being played twice? Are you going to be with somebody else? Is that what you're going to do? So that relationship started out on rocky grounds, and chances are you can never smooth the pavement on that relationship. It is going to dissolve no matter what. Because the same dishonesty that you used on your previous partner to stay with this person, to start and establish a relationship with this person, is the same dishonesty that this person is going to use to judge you. When the shoe was on the other foot, when you belong to somebody else but was cheating with him or with her, yes, they welcomed the dishonesty because it was working in their favor. Now that you are with them, they are now your responsibility. The dishonesty is going to stay at the forefront because they know now what you are capable of. Actually, the same reason why some folks don't investigate. When in a relationship or marriage, attention must be given. Observation, yes. 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 Pay attention to your partner. Observe when things have changed. Observe when things are not the same. Don't just throw up your hand and say, oh, it's all right. Anything is anything. No. It's not anything is anything. Because when him go out, they're gonna bring disease and bring it, come give you anything, it's not just anything. When he goes out there and he gets a child, father's a child out there, anything is not just anything. Because now you have to rearrange your whole life. You have to rearrange your whole life to move on. If he goes out there and he gets another child, just like in the book that we are reading, in which Mark went out and get that child, and the child's mother chose to make his wife's life a living hell, slashing her tires, calling her 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock every morning, and just making the woman miserable. Those are some of the things that will happen. And now you are seeing in the story where now he is trying to be the good, upstanding husband to Holly, but there's just so many secrets that are now in the relationship, in the marriage that they're trying to fix, that it just seems like, it seems to me like a bad dream waiting to happen, waiting to come true, believe me. And I can't wait to see what the other chapters hold in that story. Because right now there are just so many secrets. Holly just had the baby. She still don't know if the baby belongs to her husband or the one-night stand boyfriend. She still does not know. He has the baby. He has the child with the woman who is giving his wife hell. Now the woman comes, she says she has cancer. She thinks she's not sure how long she has to live, and they're going to have to take care of the child that she has by Mark. So now Holly has to decide if she's going to be willing to take in that child into her home if the mother should pass away. And she still don't know if the baby she just had belongs to her husband or the boyfriend. And now the husband has made friends with the boyfriend inadvertently, don't even know it. So you see the whole mixture of just lies and the whole web. The web of lies and deceit that we weave once we start just one lie. Just one. Try for some reason, wait, let me see what David said. And if someone leaves someone to be with you, then it's possible that exactly. David says, if someone leaves someone to be with you, then they will leave you to be with someone else. Yes, because already they don't trust you. The trust factor is gone out of that relationship. Trev, the same reason why some folks don't investigate. When in a relationship or married, attention must be given. Oh yeah, I read that already. Card says instinct or discernment. You gotta have one or the other or both. Yes, man. You have to. There's this little inner person, that talks to us. A lot of time people say your gut feeling. You feel like something isn't right. All of a sudden, the man who used to put it late out on you, all of a sudden, him a bab scrubs and done. Scrubs, him gone. Yeah, I said, no, man, something wrong, yes, sir. We're going to go to the doctor, go see something wrong with you. We're going to the doctor. Doctor takes a look at you, assesses you and determines that, well, they don't see anything wrong. But him still has scrubs and done. Why? Him already scrubs, wash one whole tobacco clothes out the street already. And then now he's home. He don't have no time for you. Another way you can find out that your partner might not be too interested in you. They start finding fault with you. All kinds of faults. All of a sudden your head too big. All of a sudden you snore. All of a sudden, Lord, when me asleep and you put your hand on me hot. You put your hand and you've been putting your hand over this man or over this woman for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And it was never a problem. And all of a sudden, when me asleep, now put your foot on me. Now put your hand on me. That's a sign. They are no longer interested in you and your advances. Take it as a sign and not take insult for invitation. TT says, the bottom line is, if a person decides to cheat, it will come out eventually. We can change that person. Wait. We can change that we can't change that person. The answer is bounce, unless in a man's case, it's cheaper to keep her. I like that. I like that for it, because sometimes it is cheaper to keep her. Sometimes it all depends on whatever circumstances are present in your relationship. It is cheaper to keep her sometimes, for real. So you have to determine which battle to fight. Am I going to just divorce and hightail out of here? Or am I going to work it out with my partner? Because working it out with my partner would serve both of us, serve the interests of both of us better than for me to hightail and run out of here. We are going to have to sit down, have a conversation. We're going to go to the pastor. We are going to go to the counselor. Whatever we have to do, we have to fix this. Because guess what? Him don't want to lose. He's in North Carolina, and him don't want the wife to file. Him don't want the wife to file alienation of affection on the mistress. You know, North Carolina, and I think 5 other states have that, where the wife can file. He don't want to be in one of those states where if you cheat, you don't get nothing in a divorce. You walk with it too long and then go on about your business. So he's now trying to weave his way to manipulate her into not acting in her best interest if he's the one cheating. Women, we need to stop falling for those tricks. David says, I know a guy who cheated, and the only reason his wife found out is because the side chick came to her home saying she's pregnant, but she didn't know my friend had a vasectomy. That's a twist. That is a twist. The trust factor gone. Exactly, Kissy. Once the trust factor is gone, how you ever get it back? I don't think you can. Because you don't just get up and just trust somebody. And once you trust them, you trust them. But once that trust has been trampled upon, that's it. How are you going to trust that person again? So even for those of us who are listening to the story, Dirty Little Secrets, I don't think Holly is ever going to be able to trust Mark. And I don't think Mark is ever going to be able to trust Holly. I think the best thing for them to do is to separate. Go their separate ways and go live their best life however they want to. A lot of times we see people sit in foul relationships and count years. Oh, I've been with him for 14 years. Oh, we've been together 18 years. 18 years of what? 18 years of what? Yes, we may have been together for 18 years, but I found out that he's been cheating several times. I catch him cheating over these 18 years. But I am still in the relationship counting years, because there's supposed to be a crown. Is there supposed to be a crown waiting for you at the end of this 18 tumultuous years? No. Auntie Trev shall not be dragged through the mud only to be given a crown later on. No. Years do not matter if they are not quality years, my friends. Years do not matter if they are not quality years. If you have spent 20 years with an individual and every 2 years you have caught him or her cheating, but you still take them back saying, Lord, let's stick to the evil when we know. And you continue in that relationship, waiting for this person to love you, to respect you. She never will. Never will. Let me tell you something, women. I see a lot of women who seems to delight in this kind of thing. Delight in the years counting. At 20 years with him, ups and downs. Why couldn't it be ups? Why couldn't it be 20 years of us moving up, sticking up for each other, having each other's back, motivating each other, building each other up? 20 years of that. No. It has to be 20 years of ups and downs. You think a little bit of fight, me fight for him. You think a little bit of woman, me beat up for him. You think, what kind of crown is that? That's like a crown of thorns. Who wants to wear that? Not I, for sure. Not I. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And a lot of times when we find out too that we're wearing the crown of thorns, by the time we find out, we are so broken down, so wounded inside, that is almost like, where do I go? You feel like you will never be worthy enough of a good partner. So you just throw in the towels and said, you know what? I'm just going to leave it alone right there. Because it's either, if I'm going to have a man, I'd rather stay with him than go find somebody else, because I'm sticking to the evil I know. But the evil you know is introducing you to other men, because this man is out there sleeping with other women who, without a doubt, have their man. So look at that. You are there saying you are staying in this relationship for all that it's worth. You're not going to sleep with anybody else. But when your partner goes out and he sleeps with Mary and Jane and everybody, and Mary and Jane and everybody else have their own man they're sleeping with, it's just as though you are sleeping with all those people. So me as well, you get up and go find yourself, you can go find yourself somebody. David said there has to be ups and downs. That's what makes a person relationship stronger. David, I do not disagree that there are ups and downs. It depends on what the downs are and what the ups are. There are people who believe that they must be dragged through the mud and wait for a crown at the end of that mud bath. That's what I'm talking about. It's not like the two of us are working together. Me lose my job. We have to sell the big house, downsize. Those ups and downs are welcomed ups and downs for me. I am not talking about those kinds of ups and downs. I am talking about you cheating all day long. You get put in a street, carry home. All of this emotional turmoil you're putting me through. And I sit there and I take it because I'm not leaving. Because I am not leaving. May I go through hills and valleys, ups and downs with you? No, I do not welcome that kind of ups and downs. The ups and downs, you lose your job, me lose my job. We have to make ends meet. Those are welcomed ups and downs because those are part of life. But when you deliberately make a decision to go out and sleep with somebody else, and then you come home and be pretentious about your love and desire for me, and the next thing I know, you don't have a baby outside, you don't have a woman, all of this, and I just sit there and smile and take it because, heck yeah, that's what I deserve. And then I say, oh, it's 20 years. I mean, I left him for nobody. It's 20 years of nothing. It's 20 years of nothing. David said it can't be easy all the time. I know. Life can't be easy all the time. I know that. But as I said before, there are differences in the ups and downs that we should be willing to bear. Can't bear that the burden. when you're making those kinds of decisions and endangering my life, making those, no. But Mark says something I agree with. He said, Holly made a mistake, but he was stupid. Oh, yes, God, that is true. Holly made a mistake, but he was stupid. And chances are too, I know, if he did not do that, Holly would not end up in the predicament she was in. Why? Because she would not have gone to the wedding without him. They would have gone together. So the chances of her ending up with Dexter would have been nil. So you see how one circumstance cause another circumstance, cause another circumstance, cause another, just one domino falls and everything on the deck falls down. Because now he feels guilty. Now he really do feel stupid. He feels guilty. But the funny thing about it is that he should have talked to Ollie about the baby. Because remember, he said he only went to be with Diane because Holly couldn't have a baby. And they had tried everything and Holly couldn't get pregnant. And his conclusion for that is that, well, Ollie's not going to get me a baby, so let me just go on outside over here and go get somebody else pregnant. And then continue to live the lie. Did you see too, Carter, how Holly says he was disinterested in her sexually? Yes, he had no interest in her because he was getting it on with Diane. So that's why he lost interest. And that is exactly what I was talking about earlier. That is one way to find out, to determine that your partner is looking over the fence for greener grass. They have lost interest in you emotionally. They have lost interest in you sexually. They have lost interest in you. She said she remembered the last time he held her. He was just not interested. And that is how cruel some men can be. You are in the house with your wife, and you know that your wife is not going on the street, she's not seeing anybody else. And you are getting your fill outside. And you come home and you just ignore her like she don't matter. You just ignore her because you're belly full. So you ignore her. And what is she supposed to do? Just like a woman. You get your belly full out there and then you come home and you ignore your husband. And he's the faithful type. And he's wondering what is going on with you. And you keep ignoring him. And then when he goes out and cheats, then you start losing your marbles over it. That is the same thing that happens in the book. I'm glad you are following me in the book card. I am glad you are following me. I see the one I posted today got some picked up traction. I think by the time I looked at it, there was like almost 30 people had watched that one, which is a good thing. Yeah, which is a good thing. So we're going to be finishing between today and tomorrow. We are going to finish reading the other, I think about 5 chapters left, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. 5 chapters are left. Yes. So this is how you can tell, I tell you, my friend, that your partner is not interested in you. Is seeing somebody else. Their interest is gone someplace else. He's not responding to you the same way. He used to have a fire in his gut for you all and your love making. Now, you would be very, very blessed if he even touches you. If he even brushes past you in the hallway. You will be very blessed if that happens. He ignores you like you don't exist, like you're not there. And then you still remain there and wait for him to come around. You're still there waiting for him to come around. To come around where? Come around and do what? It's about time that as women we start making the decisions for ourselves. It's about time we make the decisions for ourselves. Women and men, make the decisions for yourself. If your partner is no longer interested in you, I hear people say that they end up going to counseling or whatever, and the partner changed, just like how Holly and Mark seems to have gotten back together. I don't know how long that is going to last or if it is going to last, but we see people do that even in real life. And they get back together and everything seems nice and peachy. But how do you forget? And especially if your partner go out and get a child. That child ain't going anywhere. That child is always going to be there. Every time you look at the child, you remember your partner cheated on you, got this child. But imagine too that the child's mother is making your life a living hell. Imagine that. You're going to end up with all kinds of bitter emotions. You're angry at your husband, you're angry that you get this child, you're angry at the woman. It's like your life has no peace. Those kinds of situations you need to excuse yourself from. Grab your peace, put it under your arm, and leave. Because you will never get peace in that relationship. Every time something happens, you're going to be tempted to remind him. You're going to be tempted to remind him how he fooled around, how he cheated, and the mess that he brought home. Even the antique furniture needs dusting. God says even the antique furniture needs dusting sometimes, and that is true. The antique furniture does need dusting sometimes. But even so, when you dust the antique furniture, always remember that new broom sweep clean, but old broom know the corners. Right? Just remember that, my friends. All right, we have one more way you can determine that your spouse is cheating on you. Your spouse who never had a temper, suddenly have a temper. Suddenly, everything bothers him. Yeah. He used to clean out your car every weekend, and it was never a big deal. All of a sudden, what make your car feel so dirty and nasty or nasty? What make your car? Your husband used to come home and help you out with the children. All of a sudden, he comes home. It's as though helping with the children is a big deal. You used to work the weekends only. He's working during the week. So you all have a little plan working out. And all of a sudden him saying, nah, stay home a weekend time anymore. Make you go to work. Because he need time to go. Where he need time to go? He needs time to go out. And the weekends is his time. So he not stay home. So you see, he no longer wants to work with you as a family unit. He no longer wants to work with you to keep this relationship on the right track. He wants to do his own thing. So he wants to go to work during the week, and in the weekends he wants to run around the streets. So what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to stop going to work on the weekends? All those are signs that something is amiss. Guys, don't fool yourselves. Don't tell yourselves that all is well in the camp when you see the paint coming off the walls. All is not well in the camp. Something is wrong. Ask questions. And if you don't get answers, seek them. Seek them. You will find them. I tell you what, that I used to be Miss Goody Shoes who never used to search anything. Never search nothing. I believe the cockadoodle story. I don't believe them, and I just did not want to rock the boat. I didn't believe them, and because I didn't have any evidence and it was going to take too much out of me to search for the evidence, it was easier for me to leave it alone. And I remember once, the man told me he was going to Georgia. Many of you may have heard this story before. He says, Treb, I'm going to Georgia. I have a cousin who is trying to become a reggae musician. He's going to be in Georgia promoting a show. And I'm going down there, and I'm going down to Georgia to support him. Now, you know me, I'm all about family. I don't have a problem with you supporting your cousin. How long are you going to be there? Well, I'm going to work Thursday. When I leave work on Thursday, I'm going to drive down to Georgia. And I'm going to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm coming back home Monday. You know what kind of promotion that something is wrong. So because I had always listened to the cockadoodle stories and not investigate nothing, now this individual believe that, well, you know, I'm stepping it up. I can give her a story for a day and nothing come of it. She don't investigate nothing. I can give her a story for 2 days. No, I give her a story for 5 days. At that point, my antennas went all the way up. And I decided that this time, I am going to leave no stone unturned. I am going to search. And lo and behold, what I found. The man is all the way in Alabama, hundreds of miles away. Alabama, I think I'm going to Georgia. Yeah. And when God gives you information, trust me, you get everything. I got the whole name, the whole address, phone number, the whole 10 yards, everything. And that is because at that time I decided to look. If I did not decide to look at that time, I probably wouldn't know. Would not know. So that is when I talk about there's a fine line between trusting and accepting foolishness. Card says if he withdraws cash, don't use card. Exactly. Exactly, card. He starts to not use the credit card, but he's withdrawing cash from the account. He's starting to want to have his own little side account for himself. If you all hadn't established that before, this is now a sudden move, a sudden change in his routine. That is a sign. You should pay attention to that sign, because that is a sign that is telling you. Sometimes God will look out for we, guys. Sometimes God is looking out for us, but we're not looking out for ourselves. And if God is looking out for us and we are not looking out for ourselves, when trouble comes, we are going to be left on our own. Because God been looking out for us and we are not paying attention. We are not looking out for ourselves. Look out for yourselves, my friends. Look out for yourselves. Do not sit there and take the foolishness and call it love and call it loyalty and call it trust. Don't do it. It will not serve you well in the end. Because in the end, you're going to find yourself having lost valuable time in this life. Valuable time that you could have used to find yourself the perfect partner. It will end up being older and miserable because you are with this person who has broken you down to dust, but you continue to remain in the relationship. Pay attention to the card he uses, or the card he doesn't use, but the cash he withdraws. Pay attention to the change in habits. Pay attention to the change in appearance, how he wants to appear. He suddenly wants to fix his teeth. He suddenly wants to have hair implants. He suddenly wants to dress in a different kinds of clothes rather than wearing an old wife beater every day. Now he wants to dress in a suit, suddenly wants to dress up. Pay attention to him changing passwords and codes and keys without consulting with you. Pay attention to the secrecy. He can't stay in the same room with you as he takes a phone call. Pay attention to him getting angry over stuff that he would usually laugh about. But now it upsets him. Pay attention to him not being interested in you and anything that you are interested in. Pay attention to him withdrawing from you. You used to sleep and put your head on his chest. Now him tell us say your head too heavy. You used to sleep, put your foot on one of his foot. Now him tell you don't put your foot on me, make him hot. Pay attention to the person who you say you love. Because if that person do not love you as much as you love them, then you are in for a big, big, big disappointment, my friends. That's what you're going to be in for if you do not pay attention to the red flags that rear their ugly heads in your relationship that tells you that your partner is no longer interested in the relationship. Guys, that's my take on this topic for tonight. That's going to be it for tonight. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you who have come out into the live. If you have not yet hit the like button, guys, if you're going to hit it on your way in, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to do so. Follow me on all social media platforms, Treversence Unstoppable on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You can find me. And even on Twitter, you can find me everywhere. Do not forget to follow me on all of them. Let us continue to take care of ourselves, my friend. Yard Foods is in the place. My lovely Yard Foods is in the place. Welcome, Yard Foods. I'm so glad that you came to join us. Guys, if you're not connected with Yard Foods, go ahead and connect with her as well. For instance, you have some of those examples you are giving. A woman did that to a friend of mine. I tell you, I've experienced many of them. I have experienced it. You understand? You used to sleep and I used to always sleep and my husband would always put his hand like that and I would put my hand on him. And all of a sudden the man said, "Never put me hand on him." The man said, "Never put me the man said, "Never put my hand on him." And I was like, "What? Don't put your hand on me, man, it make me hot." Suddenly it make him hot. Him hot, him can't sleep and AC a blow. And now he's hot. Him can't sleep come hand upon him. So I tell you, these signs are there, guys. It's just us. We ignore them. Don't ignore them. All right, my friends, do not ignore the signs. They are there, and God make you see the sign them for a reason. He make you see the sign them for a reason, for you to protect yourself. And we still sit down in these kinds of foolishness and act like insult is invitation. You know? Like, yeah, for the laugh, you think that joke? It is the truth. The man say I'm hot. But tell me I'm not for him because I'm hot. Sometimes I have to take back and make laugh. You understand me? But these are the signs, guys. Pay attention. Pay attention. You understand? I will be born up. Oh my gosh. You understand? We have to pay attention because it never so. And when we talk about it and him start make a big deal about it and say, oh, it looks like him not have no choice. Oh, so what? Me not have no choice as to whether or not to put your hand on me when me asleep. You look like me not have no choice. It was not about whether or not you have a choice, but you really brought me back, so to speak. Because for the whole time, that's how we slept. And all of a sudden now, you used to make your heart. So me must question you. How comes all of a sudden you're so hot? I put my hand on you. It make you so hot that you get angry because my hand upon you. And that's something that you have been comfortable with for so long. You understand me, guys? So, guys, you have to pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to what's going on in your relationship. Pay attention because trust and believe me, I don't know about you, but I'm telling you the truth. There is no crown. There is no crown at the end of a bad relationship. Must be a crown of thorns, but definitely not a crown for you to continue wearing. All right, guys, that's it. I am out for tonight, guys. Thank you so much. Join me again when we come back. When we come back on live, it's going to be on Thursday evening at 4 for Swords in Hand / Bible Trivia. I am going to read the rest of Leviticus and post on the channel, guys. I'm going to read Leviticus chapters we are on to chapters 8, 9, 10, and 11, I believe. I will read the chapters that are pending between tonight and tomorrow. Please listen to the narrations of them and come ready and prepared on Thursday evening at 4 o'clock for Swords in Hand / Bible Trivia. Guys, the book of Leviticus is very, very, very interesting. We are going to be reading it and talking about it on Thursday. Guys, Overton is in the house, guys. If you are not yet connected with Overton, go connect with my brother Overton. He is here. How are you doing, Overton? Overton probably just wake up because right now it is what 4 o'clock in the morning for Overton or 3 o'clock in the morning for Overton. Welcome, Overton. You come when we are leaving, but we sincerely appreciate you anytime, my friends. Have a good night, Yard Food. Have a good night, guys. If you didn't hit the like button coming, it's not going to shock you. Hit it on the way out. Thank you so much for coming. Everybody have a fantastic night. Have a fantastic rest of the week. Until we meet again, my friends, this is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters.